The Kardashians are making headlines again. But this time, the drama isn't just on the red carpet or Instagram. Between Khloé stepping into a role nobody saw coming and Kim launching a product that's being compared to medieval torture devices, the internet can't decide whether to applaud them or call them out. And trust me, the twists in these stories, you're not going to see them coming. For years, Khloé Kardashian's love life has played out like a reality show inside a reality show. Public breakups, reconciliations, and more. Scandals than most people could handle in a lifetime. But lately, she's been making headlines for something completely different. In January 2023, tragedy struck when Tristan Thompson's mother, Andrea, unexpectedly passed away. In the middle of grief, there was also a serious question. Who would care for Tristan's younger brother, Amari? Amari isn't just your typical teenager. At 18 years old, he lives with Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, a rare and severe form of epilepsy that causes multiple seizures every day. He can't walk, he can't speak, and his care is physically and emotionally demanding around the clock. With Tristan constantly traveling for the NBA, literally in a different state every other night, full-time care from him wasn't possible. That's when Khloé stepped in.
Tristan has a younger brother who is 18 years old, and he is severely disabled. Amari has LGS, which is a form of epilepsy, and he is disabled. He can't walk or talk. When Tristan's mom passed away a few years ago, we took Amari back with us to the States. Tristan is in the NBA, and he is in a different state literally every other day, and it's just not conducive for Amari to be on that many planes. Amari has a handful of seizures a day with the type of epilepsy that he has. So Amari stays in LA with me, and I have chosen to take care of him, and I just love having Amari be a part of my...
She moved Amari into her home in Los Angeles and took over as his primary caretaker. And while many people were moved by the compassion behind that decision, not everyone sees it as a simple, selfless act. When Khloé went public about caring, for Amari, the reaction was split right down the middle. On one side, fans flooded her with praise, calling her an absolute angel and the only Kardashian with a heart. They saw it as proof that she's a loyal, giving person, even after all the heartbreak Tristan has put her through. But then there's the other side, the critics, and they did not hold back. Comment sections filled with people questioning her motives, or rather questioning Tristan's. Why is she doing more for him than he ever did for her? Why isn't his very rich brother stepping up? This is exactly why Tristan never grows up, because Khloé always bails him out. Some even warned that history could be repeating itself, that Khloé might be once again giving more than she's getting, and that this time it's not about romance, it's about responsibility. And if you think this is the first time Khloé's been pulled into Tristan's mess, think again. In her own words, Khloé says her decision has nothing to do with rekindling a relationship. Instead, she points to the bond she had with Andrea, Tristan's mom, who she considered a true friend. When Andrea passed, Khloé says she promised herself she'd continue to care for Amari, not out of obligation to Tristan, but out of love for the woman who raised him. Even after Tristan was granted legal guardianship in January 2025, giving him authority over Amari's medical decisions and a reported $103,000 inheritance, it's Khloé who still handles the day-to-day care. And while that's earned her admiration from some, it's also left others wondering if she's setting herself up for more emotional exhaustion down the line. But while Khloé's being called a saint and a pushover in the same breath, her sister Kim has been busy fighting a rumor that refuses to die. Flashback to October 2014, Paris Fashion Week. Cameras catch Kim Kardashian leaving her hotel alone, walking toward a waiting car, and then turning back. Moments later, she reappears holding her 1-year-old daughter, North. The clip went viral almost instantly, with headlines and Twitter threads declaring that Kim forgot her baby in the hotel lobby. Kim defended herself at the time, tweeting that she was simply checking if the car seat was installed, especially after they'd had an issue the day before. But the rumor stuck. Fast forward to 2025, and Kim is still correcting the record. On Instagram, she posted a video captioned, "My favorite Kardashian moment is when Kim forgot North in a hotel room," followed by her own explanation. "I wanted to show the look off before holding her because her outfit didn't match mine. I didn't forget her. It was lighthearted. It was sarcastic. And it was also proof that no matter how many times she explains it, some internet myths are immortal." But while that was more of a meme than a scandal, Kim's next headline is far less harmless. Last week, Kim's Skims brand dropped a new product, the seamless sculpt face wrap. Marketed as overnight face shapewear, it promises to lift and sculpt your jawline while you sleep, using Skims' signature compression fabric infused with collagen yarns. If that sounds unusual, you're not alone. The product launch exploded on social media, partly because people couldn't believe it was real, and partly because it sold out almost instantly. Some fans were intrigued, others were skeptical, and then the experts joined the conversation. And that's when it turned from a quirky beauty trend into a full-blown controversy. Dermatologists quickly pointed out a major flaw in the marketing. Collagen molecules are too large to penetrate the skin through fabric, meaning that collagen yarn claim sounds impressive, but it's not actually doing what people think it's doing. The compression itself might reduce puffiness temporarily, like how your face looks slimmer after wearing tight goggles, but it won't create lasting structural changes. One dermatologist even compared it to a push-up bra for your face. Works while you're wearing it, disappears when you take it off. For critics, it was just another example of the Kardashians selling beauty dreams that don't match reality. But the harshest takedowns came from regular people online. One viral post called the face wrap a medieval torture device in beige, and accused Kim of profiting off insecurities she helped create. Another described it as shapewear for your skull, and the end of beauty sleep as we know it. The most brutal critique? That rest is no longer sacred. Even in your sleep, you're told to keep fixing, lifting, improving. Critics argued, this isn't self-care. It's just another way to monetize the idea that you're never good enough as you are. And yet, despite all the backlash, it still sold out. Thousands of people were willing to wrap their heads, literally, in the hope of waking up snatched. Which begs the question, is this genius marketing or the most toxic beauty product of the decade? In 1 week, we've seen Khloé step into a role most people couldn't imagine taking on, and Kim step into yet another beauty controversy. Two sisters, two very different headlines, but both raising questions about boundaries, whether it's the line between loyalty and being taken advantage of, or the line between empowerment and exploitation. So where do you stand? Is Khloé proving she's the bigger person, or putting herself in a position to be heard again? Is Kim's face wrap a harmless trend, or the perfect example of everything wrong with beauty culture? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because if there's one thing we know about the Kardashians, it's that the conversation never ends.